I'm Steve Wilkerson, and I'm with Jim Saunders, Executive Editor of the News Service of Florida. Jim, Governor Rick Scott, there's no doubt about it, he's in high gear running for re-election for governor in 2014. Give us a little insight into his itinerary recently.
Well, he spent the day Sunday in Jackson County and Escambia County. He made plans later in the week to go to Wakulla County and Flagler County. So,
like he needs to work those areas.
Yeah, those are Republican strongholds, but I guess he's out trying to, get the base fired up for next year. But there is no question that he is in an election mode at this point, and he looks like he's going to be doing it for the next 15, 16 months.
Well, I've seen a couple of articles recently saying that his numbers are ticking up in terms of job approval, so maybe some of this is having some effect.
Yeah, the latest poll numbers weren't great, but they were better than what he's had in the past. And I think there just seems to be a realization that despite the fact he's had relatively poor poll numbers, that he's gonna run a probably pretty strong campaign. He's gonna be difficult to beat.
On the other hand, the Republicans are not exactly laying back with regard to a gentleman named Charlie Crist.
Yeah, every morning reporters wake up and look in their email and they see a Republican Party attack of the day on Charlie Crist.
Literally of the day.
Of the day. And they have gone back from when Crist was in office and dredged up all sorts of things that he's said over the years, some of which make him look sort of hypocritical for taking Republican positions at one point, and then now he may run as a Democrat, so they are juxtaposing that. The other is they're blaming him for the economic meltdown in Florida. It's going to be when he was governor, and it's going to be. I think the barrage is going to continue for the next year.
On another subject, the Department of Health had a hearing about a potential leak or leaks of data from the prescription drug database that was established in 2011 to assist pharmacies primarily in identifying individuals who were doctor shopping to try to get prescription drugs that basically were narcotics. And there's just been a lot of turmoil over the years about these prescription drug databases. Tell us what's going on.
Yeah, the database has always been controversial for privacy-related issues. Just walking it back a little bit, Florida had, over the past several years, it's had a terrible problem with people abusing prescription drugs, selling prescription drugs. Really, a whole cottage industry sort of formed, particularly in South Florida, of clinics that were, writing prescriptions and for these drugs, very dangerous drugs. A lot of times people were using them themselves or they were selling them. Florida even got a reputation for people coming from other states like Kentucky and to get their drugs here and go back. So that was sort of the backstory of it. But the prescription drug database was created to try to prevent people from being able to get multiple prescriptions and fill them. Like I said, it's always been controversial.
What exactly stimulated the current?
Well, and the current issue is that there was a drug investigation in the Daytona Beach area, and law enforcement got records from the database, which they're entitled to do legally, and they turned over records to defense attorneys. The problem was they turned over records on 3,300 people, almost all of whom were not part of the drug investigation. So there was an issue about all of a sudden all this medical information got into the hands of defense attorneys for people who had nothing to do with this investigation. So there's a concern about the potential for leaks of this information from the database. Now the Department of Health is trying to find ways to create greater safeguards. Got the ACLU on one side, you got some conservative Republican legislators, all of whom don't like this database for privacy issues, so there's political pressure coming from both directions.
Thanks, Jim. For more news about Florida politics and government, visit the Advances section of our website.